Fuck my life. Fuck this goddamn game mode. It took me 4 hours just to find a goddamn match, and in the first try was 2 hours, but someone's game crashed and it said it was safe to leave. Fuck you, Valve, you pieces of shit. Fix your goddamn game. Hire more people to fix this goddamn game. Attached. Fuck this game mode.zip. From Flutter Drive. Mildly upset about the matchmaking system for today's episode. Hello everybody all over the world. Just thought I would read that because that was beautiful. It was in all caps and a lot of exclamation marks. And today's episode is of course the competitive nightmare episode. It's competitive still sucks. It's been almost a year and we have a matchmaking system which doesn't really, I mean, what it does is that it puts you in a game against 6 other players, and that's about it. It doesn't really factor in how good you are, how good the opponents are, stuff like that. It's not very good, still. And there will be another video on why matchmaking, and especially competitive 6v6, will never be a thing other than what it already is. Yes. So we have a bit of a history here today. In June 2016, I made a video which was a rant about why manpower, pastime, and matchmaking will all be dead on arrival. Of course, I didn't take in time that manpower had already been released. We didn't know because nobody fucking plays that. So let's go on. And I got a reply from my friend and fellow ex-caster Getawell, who had a bit of a different opinion. And he's like, no offense, dude, but I can't wait to tell you why you're wrong. And in November, I replied, still waiting. Because matchmaking is pretty dead. The competitive part, the casual seems to have something. Nobody plays pastime because it sucks. Nobody plays manpower because that too also sucks. Why does it suck? Because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It's bad. It gives you a bad experience. We're going to have a lot of bad experiences today. So we also have another fancy graph here to show you what people play in TF2. I remember this is from what I saw in a Mr. Slin video. He did a video on if TF2 has inflated numbers, and this is what you can see. So the majority of players plays other. I'm not sure what category. Maybe this is competitive and casual as well. I'm not sure, but it seems the majority likes to trade, play Saxon Hail, Achievement, and CP Orange. Great. So to start us off, we had actually a video from someone. This is Murikians, and this was his experience with TF2. So I'm just gonna, or competitive TF2. I'm just gonna play this video, and you can see for yourself the joy and excitement that this game mode brings to people.
So basically, this is a white square that appeared, and I waited like 10 fucking minutes before this square comes up. What the fuck? I can't fucking open the console. I can't. Look. And I did enable. What the fuck is this?
Go! Alert. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Doesn't fucking work. By the fucking way, first of all, I have 400 ping for some reason, and they have hacker. They have fucking hacker. I can show you. Oh yeah, this guy.
That looks legit.
This guy is playing sniper. Look at this. What the fuck? That's my first experience for today. Like, that's what I've done. I'm the best, by the way. For some fucking reason, and this guy is hacking, and we have no chance to fucking win this.
Matchmaking. The first experience you have is your console stops working. You have some bugs, probably related to HUDs, rebinding keys, whatever. But that's a good starter for today because it's a competitive is a nightmare, and we had 22 submissions today, and 2 of those had an okay game. The rest were just fucking awful. It's horrible. It just competitive right now is a nightmare because it's awful. It's not fun to play because it matches you all wrong constantly, all the time. So let's see if I can just bring up this here. There we go. So we'll go in and look at the right one today. I played a game too, and I was caught with a bunch of Russians that were probably 12 years old and yelling through the microphone because you have to have voice chat on in order to communicate with the people that speak a language that you don't. And yeah, right. So this is a guy who has his first experience ever with competitive. This is his very first game. So he claims. So we believe him. And this is going to be none other than human-shaped pixel. So we're just going to fast forward until the gates open. There's going to be a lot of fast forward here today. So he goes up to the point. This is capture the hill, king of the hill. There we go. He's playing heavy. He has a medic. And yeah, that's what he's doing, going up. And you see that they that's a huntsman sniper. Which, you know, of course, as you do. Competitive, you know, it's all about winning, and the other team has a spy, and he died, so. And Thermo asks, why do we have a sniper if it's a 6v6 and the other sniper is just killing people, and the spy is killing people too, so. And now he's by himself. This is great. So, the competitive part, which, like I remember I asked a lot of people, like, what does it mean to play competitive? And everybody gave a different answer. But I would say playing competitive is when you play organized, you communicate with your team to create an enhanced gaming experience through coordination and like a stricter set of rules to win. So, but this doesn't apply here, so it's not really competitive. Because competitive would include that some players are better than other players, and you should have different leagues, and good players should play against good players, and bad players should play against bad players. You know, they play against people of equal skill is the whole point of competitive. However, this never happens, so it's not competitive. It's a game. It's like a gimped pub 6v6 with competitive elements in the way rounds are decided, especially on payload and stuff like that. So we can see that this is actually almost an even match. Like both teams have players who play like could play engineer. And huntsman snipers and stuff like that, and if the other team, if you just have a soldiers and medics, you will win, basically. So if this is your first experience, this looks like a pub. There's like no coordination. There was that guy again, and he keeps dying. We're just gonna watch one round of this to completion. Not gonna watch the other one. They have a pyro too. Of course, is awful against heavies. And I would say play competitive when you feel like you've mastered the game. And I don't think a lot of players here master the game. See you looking up and stuff like that. And then he dies, which is fine. They have a sniper as well. The medic's, you know, a bit busy checking Facebook messages on his phone. Oh, now he's back healing. That's good. And goes the sandwich. Oh, the pyro just walked into their spawn, and then the medic died at spawn. Competitive. Great. People know what they're doing. Now we have a sniper with the cozy camper. All right. So he's gonna attack all by himself because his team doesn't seem to know too much what he's doing. All right, there's the medic. He's not gonna heal him. Go back. Mission about to end. And of course, he's using the gloves running urgently, and then he dies. They lose the first round. Good. Competitive. Was that competitive for you? Was that like? Is that what you have in mind for competitive? And this was the guy who sent the video. Americans, who is also suffering. And this was his second game. After the first game we saw, where they had a hacker, he went into this game. So we're just gonna fast forward until the gates open. All right, there we go. So they're on Badwater, which seems to be the map people are most familiar with. He's currently playing Pyro, but he might switch. Go. All right, so they're ready to go. All right, so already the enemy team has gotten a headshot. Don't mind the chat. And through that fucking narrow thing instantly. He dies to this Sniper McGee. All right, but he will not be deterred. The guy's hacking, of course. This is the second game he has a hacker. Oh, there he is again. Cool. Okay, so this guy goes invisible and dies. Yep, he's dead. Then he goes and does some reflect, battling with the soldier, takes him out in a fair 1v1, does some nice reflects too, trying to hit the medic. And he's battling for his life. The medic is dead. Has some nice reflex. Oh, and there he is again. All right, cool. So let's try and snipe the hacker. That's gonna be easy, right? All right, so on with the vaccinator. Let's counter this. Oop, can't. Whoop, that didn't work. And they have a sentry in spawn. And let's see. There's oh nope, there's the hacker again. He's still here, still in the game. And I mean, you can't do anything about it either. You can't vote him off. The game doesn't detect or kick him off or disable any kind of attack damage or something like that. There he goes. The guy's just really good. Prediction Lord. Visible spy. Oh, there. Nope, he's dead. And you're just staying in spawn. And what can you do? Well, you wait until the timer runs out because there's no kicking in competitive. Because imagine if you could do that. Then it wouldn't be competitive now, would it? And he dies again. Alright, so there you lose. Got 49 points to the medic's 8. Alright, so now, of course, you have to defend. So let's just put up sentries and build all the stuff that he does. And gonna work on that. Get that to level 3. The guy's still on sniper, so there we go. And so shooting this. It looks like a pub with just half the players, is what it looks like to me. Oh, they just attacked and lost all the stuff. Going around, okay. The other team just have to cap once to win. They're capping the tally as well, and you lose. Second game of competitive. Consistently for Americans, all his games have had hackers in them, which you can't do anything about. And they just sour your experience. There's nothing you can do. Competitive. Matchmaking. It doesn't work. Still. Alright, so in this nightmare of misery, we're gonna keep going on. This is gonna be Nurse. He's gonna be playing medic, or she's gonna be playing medic. I don't fucking know. He's gonna be playing medic, and he's a guy, so we're always gonna call him he. And this is gonna be a 5 CP match. And, you know, Medigun, Scout, looking pretty good. They have a sniper, but he might switch as soon as the round starts. And there we go. We have Scout, 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 Soldier, and Sniper. Okay. So gates are about to open. We're getting ready for this. Alright, so he's healing this, and it's a Huntsman Cozy Camper Sniper. It's a Huntsman Cozy Camper Sniper. The best sniper. He's the Huntsman Cozy Camper Sniper. Alright. Well, at least we have a heavy. And a guy that doesn't whip. Because maybe he didn't have the whip. Alright, so the first mid enemy team has a Demo Knight. Oh, whoops, he fucking died instantly. Jeez, I wonder why. Could it be that Demo Knight is just a gimp, like Demo Man with no bombs? The enemy team also has another heavy, but they killed him. And oh, missed the arrow. Heal the heavy, and he goes down, and that's pretty like a downside with the crossbow is that if you miss, you can get punished quite easily instead if you just kept healing. But they still got the point somehow. We got Cozy Camper McGee in the front with his bow and arrow. He is ready to shoot some game, you know, hunt some wildlife. And they'll lose the heavy once again, but they do have scouts, so they do have a mobility. Keep in mind the enemy team has a heavy, and he's slow, so you can just use that speed to just stand at a distance and shoot. So this scout kind of knows what he's doing. And then, of course, we have Huntsman McGee here with Pink Hat being ever so fashionable. Almost has a full Uber. Can't really stay there. Now they have a spy, too. You have a spy and a sniper. The ultimate half of your team are support. And there we go. Gets the Uber done. Gets the medic. Looking for the other heavy. There he is. Going to take out 2. And the other medic, because the enemy team has 2 of those. No matter our health, a hero, our health machine, GNU Matthew, plus this nurse is enough to take this and just attack at any point in time because the enemy team keeps attacking them one at a time. Hence, looking like a pub. And there you go. victory was achieved. We're just gonna watch this one round, and that's also competitive. They're just bad. Every single one, like competitive. You have to play to win, right? You have to do your best to win. More than I do in How to Win Casual. And what do you do? Oh yeah, fucking Demo Knight into the heavy by myself. So we haven't seen a lot of class switching, which Wrench is going to demonstrate for us. So here he is on Bad Water, and this replay is actually very long. It's 32 minutes long. So we're just going to wait for everybody to join, and we're just going to see how he plays and what kind of experience he has. We're going to watch this for a little bit. Is it hard to follow? Alright, maybe we'll slow it down just a little bit. So, gates are open. I mean, they have a heavy, so he Ubers right out of the gate. I think they have another medic too. I mean, if you're playing competitive, there's no reason to not have two medics at the beginning here. Hits a crossbow, and then he dies to the pyro. That was right out of his spawn, and now they have another medic with a full Uber, so they can go out with that as well. And now he's on soldier. He's switched. And he's using the standard loadout. He's going for the medic. Did get them because the pyro is using the fucking flog and can't reflect shit, which makes him pretty much a walking ammo pack. There's that enemy soldier. They take him out as well. Got 20 kills. And oh, look at that. Somebody left. And instead of a backfill, someone joining and filling the blank of someone that's left, we get a bot. And you gotta love bots. We're gonna see some nice bot action here today. Because everybody knows that bots are the fucking bomb. And there's that pyro again. Isn't he scary? No, he's just a walking health pack that does insignificant amounts of damage. And then he dies, but the cart's still moving forward. That's all that matters. And now we switch. He's going to be sniper because the other team has a heavy, and he gotta be careful. Switch it around. Throw the Girardi, prevent the fire damage. Check if there's a sentry. There's no sentry. There's a pyro behind. We shot him in the dick. That's fine. It's fine. Did 50 damage. If it would have been the crotchadile shooter, you shoot him in the crotch and do headshots down there instead, and then he gets taken out by a soldier. And then, well, not so much luck with Sniper, and he immediately switches to Soldier with the whip, and the black box, and the Conjurer, so he's the healer soldier. And look at this. Knocks the medic off the cliff, and disrupts the heals. And then he dies, but that's fine. He's now on Demo Man. He's switching around, trying to figure out what the hell works. And now he has the sticky bomb launcher, which is pretty strong, and the heavy. The medic didn't even notice, because they're very busy shooting at that sentry. Competitive! People who have mastered the game should be playing this. There you go, and killing this soldier as well. And now pushing it forward. Can't stop the train. There's a single scout and a soldier bombing in. There's like a couple of players that knows what they're doing on each team. And that soldier seems to be one of them, you know, avoiding and stuff. Other people, not so much, like this guy. I think that was the flog dude using the beggar's bazooka, and he kills the medic as well. Got 2 kills. Keep moving forward, and nobody is pushing the cart. So I think that's the bot, by the way, that engineer. Not very normal. All right. Then he dies again. That's fine. We're gonna keep on moving. He's now on heavy. Gonna do some damage. There's scouts and medics. That's probably a bot, is it? No. That's not a bot. Just a guy who acts like a bot. And then Pyro just attacks, and he gets taken out sworn by the other team. And of course, yeah, you know, I have AFK. 3 AFK according to somebody in the team, which makes it very difficult to really do anything when you're just half the players, which also happens. I mean, there's no check if you're AFK or something like that. Because maybe, you know, their mom said they had to, like, eat dinner or something, and they just, you know, I mean, you don't want to get, like, a leaver penalty. You just want to stay in the game and just sabotage for the rest of your team, which is the best way of you to do so. I shall build a nest in the bathroom, because I'm an engineer. I'm gonna build sentries outside of the game. All right. So the cart's finally going forward. Now he's back on the heavy. Can keep on going forward, punching the air, and then completely negating the downside. That was a bot, by the way. And there we go. So he's gonna kill this dispenser and sentry. Go back on the cart, hiding behind it and shooting above it, which is pretty good. Finally getting this cap, and now they have a bot too. So there's 2 bots in the game now. 2 out of 12. 10 people are players, 2 people are bots. No backfield, because that would be stupid. And there's the sentry again. I'm gonna get gets sniped by a guy. But now they know that they have sentries. They have a lot of them. So what does he do? He goes for the direct hit, and that's that 100100 dude is a bot, obviously. So he's gonna help and be like the shittiest medic you'll ever see. Yep. So he tries to hit the Spyro. The Spyro is the dodge master. Right now, the anti-sentry gun doesn't really work that well when you're not shooting sentries. Like, this is the downside with the dart hit. It's not that good to hit targets, and the medic doesn't fucking move! He just stood there like a dolt and got fucking destroyed and dropped the Uber, I think. Jesus, the bots, why are they so bad? Okay, so they're moving forward. To do this. And remember, medic bots are pretty much the dumbest bots in the entire game because they won't move unless they're healing somebody. I mean, they also don't move when they're not healing somebody. They just stand there. And of course, now we have 3 bots in the game. Do we have any higher? 3 bots in a competitive game. Number 3 bots. All right. So we have Orange. He's gonna go back. The heavy, you know, dart hits pretty good against heavy. Now he has a rage. And we haven't seen that medic bot in a while, so he must be somewhere, right? So missing the scout because he's using the bonk. The other guys, oh, some guy's back now. We're back to 2 bots. So we're down a bot. Is that a bot? Yep, that he was. All right, so he's trying to like. All right, so there's our friend. You guys see that? He's so far away because medic bot. He's like, all right, fine. Just gonna go there. Like, don't mind. That guy probably didn't even notice because he's, you know, busy with the card and stuff. Just gonna go and he gets 1 kill. You know, it's a full charge on the conch. And now we got 3 bots again. And there you go. Oh, and he died. And then you can see all the way over there. He's like, what the fuck? What's this? Alright, just gonna switch to scout to get there fast. There he is! He's been standing here the entire time! He has been standing there the entire time. It's safe to leave. Player abandoned the match and it's safe to leave. But we're gonna play this to completion because, you know, we play the match. We don't play to quit. Do we? We play the whole game. We're gonna watch to the end of this round and then we're done with this awful, awful game. So now he's back on the heavy. Our medic is healing. The bot is healing and we died. That's fine. See how competitive this is? See how close the teams are matched? You like this format? You like your teammates? You like the composition they have? Commander Snoke is like, the bot was AFK. How retarded is that? It's like pretty dumb. About as dumb as implementing the 6v6 competitive as an official game mode in TF2. I would say that's on par. The reasons will be covered in another video, which makes it pretty apparent that 6v6 TF2 is never going to be a thing other than it already is. Kept on the live support, alive by the community, but doesn't support itself because it's impossible to do so. Because TF2 is a game that doesn't work well if you remove half the intended player base. So, he's now on the lock and load. We got Demo Nights. This is just a glorified pub at this point. Can't leave if you want. The game encourages you to leave instead of playing it out. But Rattle Wrench will not be deterred. He is ready for action. Grabbing health packs and shooting dudes and running around. And accomplishing nothing. Having awful teammates, playing against an awful team. There's a champion on each team. Only a fraction of people know what they're doing. He's still in combat, still here. So they're gonna go. And they're gonna cap it. And we are a bit over halfway done in the demo. But that's all we're gonna cover. Thank you to Rattle Wrench for surviving that long and just not leaving. However, you were required to play the entirety of the match. So yeah, there you go. That is that one. Let's move on to the next one, the next misery that everybody's having. Cool. All right, so we're 24 minutes in and we have a lot of demos left. So this is Amadeus and he has, this is just titled Competitive Nightmare, Awful Teammates. And Amadeus, of course, typing in chat, be like, don't really need 2 scouts on defense even. I mean, you can have that, but, you know, having defensive classes is better. So we're going to watch around and see how it goes with his team that consisting of absolutely no medics. So he takes it upon himself to play medic. That's what I did. I played medic too. I selected soldier. I was the first one on the server. And everyone was like, engineer, heavy, soldier, and whatever. So you have to go medic yourself. That's why how to win casual is class locked usually, because if you want to win casual, you have to play medic because no one else wants to. So gates are about to open. We have the defense at the enemy spawn, which isn't that great of an idea in 6v6, actually. I don't think holding this first area is that wise, but they do have some classes. There's a scout that just runs for the medic, because, you know, the medic is open all by himself, getting forced right off the gate. And then flashing this pyro. The enemy team has a spy. And then we have the direct hit soldier, who's pretty good against heavies, but not against the entire team, so they do get a couple of picks. This pyro decides that not using the flamethrower is a good idea. He's going to melee the medic with the power jack because it looks cool, only at the expense of having your medic die. So the point of being competitive, I think, is also being as efficient as humanly possible, meaning you don't want to do what's cool, you just want to do what works. And look at that, we have a Huntsman Sniper. And that's a spy that the Huntsman Sniper didn't even realize because his game sense is shit. And now the enemy team is just attacking at any point in time. His teammates are absolutely worthless. Of course, if you go ahead and you just die instantly by this enemy team that is doing fairly well, then you should, you know, switch. But a sniper in the front is better than I don't know. Let's see if he can get a kill. Misses the heavy at nearly point blank, and then he decides to melee a spun up heavy that's shooting at you. This is competitive. People knowing what they're doing. And check this guy. All right, so he's taking damage. You have bullet resist. We have to retreat. Where do you go? Not. All right, so he's wanting to stay there. So now he has to reload. So he hides the only place where he can't escape, and then he dies. Great. And then, all right, fine. Just have to melee this heavy, I guess. And that guy's very busy, not being on the point. And yeah, shoot the heavy with the pistol. Good. Wasn't that fun? Great. That was his first game of competitive. That happens. You get teammates that can't even tell who's the spy. They can't even tell who they're supposed to melee. They don't even know what they're supposed to do. So this is going to be Coalfield, and he has a question for us. Is Swiftwater a good map? The answer is no. It's too long, too open, too sniper friendly. So he starts off by getting a kill that we skip past. Looking to get this medic here. He's playing sniper. Right here, it can be good to just see if we can get some picks. Keep in mind, none of his team has touched the car yet. And leaving spawn is a good. Oh, there we go. We get a guy on the cart. Yes, there we go. So, and now on the cart, just looking for some more snipes. People falling in the pit. And he isn't actually doing that much. He got a kill on that guy, and he's going to die to the soldier, and I think he's going to switch. Nope. He's going to stay on sniper, and going to drop that medic. Got the medic. Med pick down. Quickly. Die to everything. Die to people that know what they're doing. Alright, so he's dead. Now we're back on sniper once again. Get the engineer that wasn't doing anything. Get this other sniper that's using the Darwin danger shield. Take him out. Nice. There's that medic again. Oh, get the. Oh, there's a scout. Gotta bail. Don't want to die to him in spawn. Missing the shot again. All right, competitive. Playing classes you're good at. There we go. Nice. Getting the kill. And on the medic, shooting the heavy in the chest. That's fine. They got the cap. Keep on. Keep the spy there. Yeah, got a headshot on somebody. That's good. That's good. Yeah, this double. Oh, that's a spy. So he's gonna go and kill us a lot now. Let's see. Is he gonna switch? Nope. Still on the sniper. And the spies around here. Make sure to keep the door open. giving the spy more chances to run away. Alright, so missed the headshots on this heavy. Probably being stressed out of his mind. Shoot the guy instead. Scout. Now we have a heavy. And oop, yeah, spy's behind us still. Alright, so nobody got him. And it's like, OMG, my team's so bad. Go gets or does some damage on that guy. There's a teleporter behind us. Gets a scout because they're easier to hit than heavies. There's a spy behind us. Almost hits him as well. Gets taken out. Alright, back into the action. Oh, there's an enemy sniper. And we got hit by a rocket, so we're gonna go and get heals. Or not. The medic's just gonna ignore us completely. Alright, so the medic's there. You also heard that spy and the medic. I think we've seen enough. Like, awful teammates. Medics that looks at the guy he's healing and only does that. Competitive. Organized. People know what they're doing. It's good. It's like the edge of TF2 people who work together and only heal the heavy. God. So, and next up, I think this is a new submitter. OST. Koost. This is his first experience or first game that he played. Alright, so we're about to start. Here we go. Alright, so this is Metalworks. We have the double sniper, one with the Razorback, just in case they have a spy, and we have a spy and a Darwin Danger Shield sniper as well. Cool. So there you go. And, oh, well, he got killed by the enemy sniper, and the other sniper seems to be getting a lot. Oh. That guy's really good. Alright, so quickly. Build at last. Alright, so they're pushing last. And... oh, you died, and... another hacker. Legit hacker. Another game with a hacker that we got submitted today. The first game was that. So what happens later in the game is that the hacker switches to Demo Man and he fucking sucks and they do alright, and then he switches back to Sniper and they fucking lose. So next up is the HiGPS NG. He's gonna show us competitive in a nutshell. I think we're starting to see a pattern here. Hackers, shitty teammates that don't know anything about the map. You get the idea. Go, it's loading. Hope you guys are having fun because these took a while to blast through. Alright, so just wait until the gate starts. Of course, we have, alright team. Already cheaters. More cheaters. Okay. Okay, so. Alright. So we got Captain Roshpisuka and they got the hacker. So both teams have a hacker this time around. Right then. It's a lot of hackers in competitive, and we can't do anything about them. We have to wait until Valve Anti-Cheat decides to vac ban them. So the next one is James Nathan. And he is one of the two people that had an okay round. Let's see, how long was this? Oh, it's 23 minutes. So let's just watch a little bit about this and just see how he does it. I think these teams are fairly evenly balanced, if I remember correctly. Alright. Alright, so let's go. Let's go. Alright, so getting explosive resist, doing the rocket jumps. He's lagging a bit because I think his computer's pretty shit. That's a spy, obviously, and they caught it, they catch it, they do something about it, you know?
Teamwork.
calling out, you know, stuff like that. That's why Spy is such a weak class, because communication and awareness is pretty good, and that's why 6v6 is an awful format for Spy. And in general, and you shouldn't play a game mode that like makes certain classes too good, like Scout and Soldier, and too weak, like Engineer, Pyro, and Spy. So they're pushing the cart, just doing rocket spammaroos to set the cart. You can see there's not a whole lot of defense coming up. He's jumping, sees the medic, and he's lagging a lot. I'm not sure how many frames per second he plays, but it's not a lot. But he gets 2 kills as he dies, and if you go 2 for 1, that is pretty good in 6v6, because everything, you know, 6v6, everything you do has a high impact, because you're just a huge percentage of your team compared to when you're 12v12. And he dies again. It's still on the Soldier, because you gotta have that mobility. Mobility is key in competitive, because the less players, the better mobility classes are. That's why you have half of your team consists of them. No, actually, every single one except the medic is the high mobility class. You know, the Scout, Soldier, Demo, Medic. It's the most mobile classes in the game. People call them generalists, but I call them highly mobile, because that's what they are. Everyone else isn't. And that's why they're not played. Alright. So, Uber is popped. They go in, try and push a bit. He jumps. Is this awful to look at? Yeah, the FPS hurts. So he gets a couple of kills. And they're finally able to get a point here. So we can see that, you know, James Nathan actually has an okay game. There doesn't seem to be a team that's like so much better than the other, and the other team is actually putting up a pretty decent fight. So this is rare. This is 1 of 2 games where this happened. Of course, this isn't a high level. This is what I call like mid to low level, I guess. But we got the idea that the enemy team kind of knew how to defend, and they kind of knew how to attack, and they were almost as good as that. So next up, we're gonna have My Bad. And he's going to be playing on Granary against an enemy team that is absolutely shit. So, this is a bit of a better FPS. His gates are about to open, so he's going to be playing the Demo Man, and he doesn't have a sword and shield because he's not a fucking idiot. He's going to be playing the Demo Mans, and not the Demo Knights. Alright, so he's first on the point. He's going to start by shooting some sticks. He sees a scout. He's just going to keep the high ground, you know, basic stuff. Then give up the high ground and then move in, grab the health, or deny the health rather. And they have a pyro as well. And where is the enemy team? I don't fucking know. We saw 2 dudes and the rest aren't here. Alright, so there's a heavy by himself. There's a heavy or a soldier medic combo there. So he's gonna jump down and just do some damage to them. Gonna protect the escape route. Can go in and actually bother with this. I would just say go and capture. Leave the soldier behind. He can't do shit. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. Like, fuck him. He can't do that much. He's just one guy we're gonna capture second, and then he meets a soldier all by himself. It's high noon or 12 o'clock, depending. And then he goes and takes the high ground, puts some sticks down. They capture. They have a full Uber. Jump, capture, win. The enemy team sucks. This is exactly rinse and repeat. Congratulations, you've won a competitive match. So the next is Kepux, one of my good friends from German headquarters, who I love playing against because he was really good back in the old days before Valve killed live support for community servers. So we are about to open. Oh, okay. So we got headshot by a sniper, and he got headshot by a sniper, and he got headshot by a sniper, and he got headshot by a sniper. All right then. Alright, so let's try and snipe that guy. Alright, so we're just gonna... There's a demo. Yep, killing the demo. Alright. That's a spy. Because we don't even have a pyro, and he also has the same... Oh! Yep, overhealed sniper. Okay. And... Oh, he dropped down. Where is he? Where? Oh. There he is! And he's shooting right into spawn. Alright. Darwin Danger Shield equipped. Oh, there's a heavy! There is a heavy in our spawn. Fuck, missed. We headshot him. Yeah, okay, we took the heavy. Let's get the hacker. How much we can do here? I mean, you can die a lot. That's what you can do. All right. If we can get 1 kill on the hacker, we'll be pretty. Oh, okay, that guy wasn't a hacker because you can see the speed of which he shot was human. So he see. Oh. Shooting invisible spies. You can't leave. So, we're just gonna befriend another sniper here. Just gonna give some high fives. It's fun, people leave. If you leave, you get a penalty, keep in mind. Oh! Fucking rickety wreck, get shreked! Done. Alright, so the game doesn't go anywhere. The hacker just completely destroys them. So yeah, there you go. Hackers ruining competitive so much. And keep in mind, this is the first game people played. This is their first game. And these people don't play competitive that much. So, there you go. Okay, so next up, it's gonna be Miatsuev, I think. Yeah, Miatsuev. And we're gonna be playing. Look at this. We have 2 demo man, a spy, soldier with the panic attack. All right, so we're just gonna jump, do the rollout. Not sure if they even have a medic. So we're gonna jump, get the health back, take the high ground. Oh fuck, they double scout. Shit. Okay, so we died. All right, let's see. Where's our team? Our team is dead. We don't have a medic. Half of our team is dead. This guy's using the babyface blaster. And okay, so and where is there's a scout, and we're dead. Nigerian Kamsak might be cheating, might not be. He could be just a good scout. It's a lot harder to tell with scouts. Now we're on heavy. We're defending. We have stickied up the point, up the wazoo. So if they stand on it, they won't die. Keep in mind, if they kill you, the sticks disappear. So I'm just gonna have. We have the dad heavy. He's just gonna have a bit of a sandwich on the point. And then they're finally gonna be able to push out of their second, and now he's fucking dead again. To this scout. Still no medic. And the enemy team's pushing. We got sticks on the point. He's trying to scout again to just have that mobility. Will he be able to get the Nigerian Kamsak, or will he not be able to get him? And the answer looks to be no. They come in with the crits, Craig, and then they just stand on the point and rinse and repeat. And congratulations, you've lost a round of competitive by having a team with a lot of Russians. I think that's the problem. Russians and hackers. You can see everybody's like, Rosh Bizuka. And you're like, there is no B, there's mid. And they just go B it. Alright, so the last demo, I was not going to show mine because all I did was play medic and we fucking wrecked them. Because the other team sucked so hard. So, this is going to be Sorgon. Playing competitive. He's demo man. He's going to do the rollouts. You know, you've seen this. You got to know this. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, I have to say. So they go in. Sticky up here. Start to capture. This is starting to look like a competitive game. People know what they're doing. They master their classes. Oh, yeah, the soldier also removed some of the sticks there. Displacing him, and the enemy team is just bum rushing him. So he gets a kill. Still staying, gets 2 kills. Can't tell if his team is alive or not. He's rotating around. He has an unusual hat as well. There's a heavy. He can position himself so he can hit the heavy, but the heavy can't hit him. He sees the medic, gonna try to juggle, gonna make sure to not spam all of his ammo, and now it's like, okay, we almost hit the heavy. Alright, just shoot some more bombs. Okay. So we've been here for a while now, and now it's this team, and he's like, alright, watch this. Gonna stick it up. Gonna stick it up this entire wall, so if they come around here, oh fuck, they came the other way. Shit. Ah, alright, I'm gonna lure him into the oh, they Ubered! No! Shit, goddamn! No, we got outplayed! No! Oh, the horrors. We have a guy who's AFK too. Alright, so let's stick you up. Stick you up, the point. Oh, they backcapped. Shit. Okay. So, usually we would end it here, but redemption round. Alright, so it's gonna move up. And do some more sticks. Gonna get the health back. There's a scout with the bat. You know, that's competitive. The bat. The competitive bat. I've heard of competitive betting, but not betting. Oh, he gets the heavy. And Gonna get them. Yeah, get the medic too. All right. So now all they have to do is capture and keep on moving forward. All right. So they have captured the middle. They wasn't able to last time, so they're gonna go and jump on the point, and start to capture, and hope to God that somebody block. Nope, nobody's gonna block middle because what the fuck? We have to do that ourselves. So we have an AFK scout and an engineer that builds a dispenser in front of our forward spawn. Competitive, so competitive. Jesus Christ. I don't think anyone who plays competitive 6v6 plays competitive matchmaking, because why would they? Why would you subject yourself to this? You can just play a pub or a scrim and do that. Probably gonna be the TLDR of the next video, but I'll mention this at the end. So there you go, they have an engineer as well. Oh, they're capping Spire. Capping the Spire. Doing good, all right, moving forward. Moving, keep it rolling. And then, witness the prediction plays.
Predictable!
Oh! That felt good! And more than 10 points of his medic, and of course now, they have bots on their team, because a game isn't complete without a bot. Santa Heavy stands no chance. Now they will go and attack. At any point in time, they will get to the point first. Start to capture. Fuck. Getting killed by Swoody. Now this guy's AFK. Very busy, you know, building a nest in the bathroom. Alright. Go into medic, gonna do a jump to the front. Careful not to walk on the stick jabs. We have a spy here. And then we kill this engineer. Now we have the quick fix popped, which is actually good in 6v6 if you use it properly. And there's the scout, the Boston Basher. He's just gonna stick you up and try to make him run over the sticks, which he did, like a dumbass. And then he's gonna get uber sawed by this medic. But no matter, they capture the middle. Things are looking good for our friend Sorgon. A new character from the new Power Rangers movie. And then he jumps up, starts to capture as a medic by himself, runs into Swoody again, but he stands no chance. Thanks to his good sticks. And they capture Spire. And now they will assault the last one. Just him and his medic, because the rest of his team seems unable to. He's just sticking up everything. And... yes! Victory for Sorgon. And wasn't that fun, the way you had to do everything and your team didn't do anything? Wasn't that competitive? Alright, so... that was 13 out of the 22 submissions we got today. So if yours wasn't featured, too bad. But I looked at all of them and I got a pretty good impression that competitive 6v6 matchmaking within the game is not in a good state. It is in an awful state, filled with cheaters and clueless people that shouldn't be playing. So, for those of you who don't know, 6v6 has a ton of leagues that's outside of the game. And people who are good, they play there. So this is actually going to be a topic for another video that I'm going to make next time. It's going to be like an editorial thing because I think it's time I made it. But I will, at the end, since you made it this far at the end of the video, I will share with you some of the thoughts that I have regarding this. So we have to, like, it's been a while since we talked about this, or I've talked about this in general. But anyway, I gotta stop digressing. So what matchmaking is trying to do is to sort players to play with players of similar skill, right? And it doesn't do that because what we do, or the sixes and Highlander communities and maybe fours and whatever other community, they take this out of the game and it's the players themselves who sort this. This is the players that think, all right, so we have these different leagues. I've played against people in that league and got destroyed, and I've played against people in that league and destroyed them. So maybe this like league in the middle like is where I belong. This is where our skill is. So the players are the ones that kind of sort themselves out and figure out where they play, and since they're the ones doing it, they usually are a bit more resourceful. So usually they are the ones to seek out new friends or teammates and coordinate with them and get to know them. This takes some effort and some willpower to do this, and therefore they are very good and the players are better and the teams work more in unison. So that's how in the past you kind of eliminated people who we've seen today, which are fucking shit at the game compared to you, because they just push a button. Or let's see how many buttons they push. They push 1, 2, 3 buttons. All right, they push 3 buttons and then they're in a competitive game. All they had to do is verify their phone and have paid for something in the game. In the past, when competitive wasn't a thing, you had to meet somebody in the game or do some research yourself, like consciously look for things and then get in there. And that kind of eliminated all the people you see in this game because they didn't do that. They just played quick play or whatever. That's also the problem with or why I can't fucking find a casual game that is even. It's either me being the champion and stomping everyone, or it's me versus another champion. And we kind of, like you saw in the last How to Win Casual, where it was me and another guy. We canceled each other out, and then the rest of both teams were awful and didn't even know the map despite playing on it for like 50 minutes. Because also with community servers, there used to be exclusive. I've also made a post about this in the Steam group, but there used to be an exclusivity to this, where you would do the sorting and finding people of equal skill yourself, and it worked because it was you doing that. But now Valve has sort of taken that away from you and giving everybody this incentive with like a rank and a level cap and experience to play on the servers, and have the servers do the sorting for you, but it doesn't sort anywhere near as good as you would sort yourself. Because in the past, you would have kind of had to fight because there were no Valve servers back in the good days of TF2. You had to struggle like, this is a good server. People have decided that this map with this rotation is good and it's always full. So you have to sit on like a waiting list and wait to get in. When you finally get in, you're like, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to play many maps because I don't want to lose my slot. And then that was because that's what happened. You'd be like, I don't want to lose my slot. And then you always played with people that did the same thing, and you kind of like got better together at all the same time. And then Valve said, well, having only users having servers, that's not good because there's not enough servers compared to all the free-to-play players that we have. So we're going to introduce our own servers and just put people in there. So then we have the segregated community of the quick play noobs and the casual or the community server ones. So quick play dudes were terrible because they were new, awfully good, but we didn't play with them because we stood in our community servers. And then slowly but surely more people just gravitated to more quick play and less towards servers, and the exclusivity of always having to be on a good server kind of like diminished a bit because people were like, well, I'm just going to play a game and I don't want to wait in the server that I usually wait for. So I'm just going to go and join this game really quick and then leave at the end of the game and queue for a new one. And rinse and repeat, and that's where we have today. So the loss of this exclusivity and player sorting and player initiative of finding where you want to play is the cause of the system of the total clusterfuck we have today. So that's kind of like a TLDR of the next video that's going to come out. So I'm going to give it some more visuals and some better representation. So yeah. Sucks for all of us. If you look at Overwatch, they're able to put me in the game with people that have a seemingly similar idea of how to play the game than I do, and having a lot better time because I play with people of similar skill. But TF2 is unable to do that. Before, we players used to be able to do that ourselves, and it worked. And I mean, the competitive communities still do that, but it's outside of the game. And as long as matchmaking remains how it is, it's going to suck forever in the game. Matchmaking is good outside, but not inside the game. All right. So that's enough me riffing on fucking competitive 6v6 matchmaking. That sucks. So here's the topic for a next video. So we've done a lot of OP stuff. We're going to continue to do OP stuff, and this is going to be the last OP one, I think. I'm just going to go over to my spreadsheet real quick and just have a little look. So let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna do yes, so it's gonna be, the next episode is gonna be Soldier with the Reserve Shooter and the Escape Plan. It's the topic for next time. And then after that, we'll do Scout with the Criticola. Right then. All right, so that's a topic. You guys know it. And if you stayed with me this long, you know that there's always a raffle at the end of the video. So check the YouTube description below. Or if you're watching this in the stream, just wait a little bit and you will have a link and you can enter and win free shizzles. All right. Reserve Shooter, Escape Plan Soldier next week. It's gonna be good and better than this mess.